And so here's the truth here. Being a skilled coach has nothing to do with age or life experience. So if you're waiting to reach a certain age to build up a certain level of life experience in order to qualify, you're holding yourself back from your dream career. Your time is now. And the people that you're going to help, they can't wait. They can't wait that long. Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the quantum coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. What's up, badass manifestors? I'm so excited. Maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't, but I wrote an article for Buzzfeed. And I wrote an article for Buzzfeed that is all about debunking the 6 common myths of the life coaching industry. And I want to break down the article with you in this episode because it's really, really good and I want to share it with you. Maybe you didn't read the actual article, so if you're interested in this topic, stay tuned. So basically, if you were going to Google life coach, you'd get literally a million different answers about what exactly a life coach is. Everyone has their own definition and opinion about what a life coach does, what qualifications they should have, how they should go about, becoming one. And surprisingly though, you'd find even more information out about what a life coach isn't. And so I kind of want to break this down for people. I wanted to, and I did in this Buzzfeed article. And it's funny because this whole article was triggered when I was having lunch. I think I told you this story, but I was having lunch and this girl was waiting on me and I knew the other waitress and she was like, yeah, this is my life. Like I was her coach in the past. And she's like, yeah, this is my life coach. And the girl was like so confused. She's like, what is a life coach? Like she was genuinely curious. She was like, what qualifies you to be a life coach? Like, do you have to be an expert at life? And that question of like, do you have to be an expert at life? Like sprung this whole article. So, okay. So basically, as the CEO of the Quantum Coaching Academy, I feel really passionate about helping people understand the power of coaching and how to be a powerful coach and all that good stuff. So let's get into it, okay? So here's myth number 1. You can't actually make a living as a coach, as a life coach. So you better keep your corporate job. And then I have a GIF of a woman who's just like counting money. This is not the truth. You can make a living. This is one of the biggest myths out there. While holding on to your full-time job can feel like such a safe move, some of the coaches that I've trained make more than $30,000 a month, which is more than what they made maybe in a year at their job, at the entry-level position. So not only can you make a living, you can make bank doing something that you actually love, all while having complete freedom to set your own schedule. And as a life coach, the sky's the limit, right? Like there's no cap on what you can earn. There's so many different ways you can market yourself. You don't just have to coach people one-on-one. And if you need more proof, here's just a fun fact. The coaching industry brings in close to $1 billion in revenue per year. So with that being said, we're just getting started in this industry. And so, yeah, you can actually make a living as a coach. That was one of the first things I asked myself when I had the idea of becoming a coach. I was like, wait, can I actually make a living doing this? And turns out I can. Okay, here's myth number 2. you'll never be able to get enough clients. A lot of people have that fear, especially people that are coming into QCA. They're investing in themselves and in their craft. And they're like, but what if I don't get clients? But here's the truth, okay? Who's to say how many clients is enough clients? When I first started out as a life coach, people would ask me, like close people in my life would ask me, how many clients do you have? As if that were the gauge of my success in the industry, right? Because my husband's family, especially, they have a real estate background. So the more clients you have, the more money you're going to make, right? Not necessarily true with one-on-one coaching clients, because you can scale your business in other ways. So in the beginning, I had a ton of clients at one time, and that was too much for me, right? You can't service 20, 30 clients at one time, one-on-one clients. You're just going to burn yourself out. So you have to think about, actually, I could have a handful of really high-level one-on-one clients, and then I can have a program that serves the masses, right? And like anything else in life, a little bit goes a long way. As long as you're changing lives, the number of names on your client roster, it's meaningless. It really is meaningless, because you could have one client that could be paying you $1 million a year. Tony Robbins does. Why can't you? You can, right? Like, it's possible. It's possible because he set the bar for that. I'm not saying that's where we start, but I'm saying it's a possibility. Okay. Myth number 3. You can't imagine being able to create your own income and set your own schedule. You just can't imagine it. A lot of people just can't imagine it. They want to imagine it, but they make it hard, right? And so the truth is that being a coach allows you the freedom to control your income, your time, and your schedule. Because as a coach, you don't have to imagine that kind of freedom, because you'll be living it every day. And I can tell you firsthand from my experience that being in control of my income and my time is a freaking amazing feeling that nothing else in the world can really replicate, right? If you want time off, take it. Like when I have my baby, I'm going to be able to take time off. I'm going to be the mom that's going to be like, baking cookies and like having experiences with my child and being able to spend that quality time, because I have the flexibility. If I want to take my kid on a trip, right? I don't have to ask my boss. I can just do it. If I want to go to the park, if I need a break, I can go to the park. If I want to, whatever, you get it, right? There's freedom in having your own business. And in the coaching industry, you have full freedom to choose what you want and what you need, because you're the boss. And there's not someone standing over you that's, okaying you to do this or that or the other. It's such an amazing feeling. And then myth number 4. Myth number 4 is this belief that if you become a coach, you think to yourself, nobody needs a life coach 24/7, right? And here's the truth. A life coach is actually an umbrella term for a wide variety of coaches. There's coaches for almost everything. If you are a business person or a marketing person or a salesperson, there's coaches for all of that. If you're a relationships person, you can be a relationship coach. If you're a manifestation person, you can be a manifestation coach. If you are an expert at breakups, there's breakup coaches. There's money coaches. There's weight loss coaches. There's holistic health coaches. I once saw this girl who her Instagram was like the lazy girls coach or something. There's niches for everything. I could go on and on. As a coach, you really get to choose what area of coaching interests you the most. And since there's a coach for every season of life, the coaching industry is constantly growing with its clients. Because, someone that came to me 5 years ago, they might not come to me with where they are at now, right? Or maybe they'll circle back to me. Or maybe they have a different coach for a different thing that they have going on. Like I needed a coach in funnels, right? Creating funnels in my business, so I hired a coach for that. I wanted a coach for business, so I hired a coach for that. So I have different coaches for different things. And so the best part is that you can choose to explore different areas of coaching anytime you want because you make up the rules. Again, you make up the rules. My business has evolved so many times. I started as a spiritual life and manifestation coach. Then I was a spiritual life and business coach. And now I am a trainer of coaches, right? So it's an evolution process, but just know that you're not helping everyone with everything. And you don't have to be the expert at all these different areas of life, because if you're actually trained in the craft of coaching, like being a masterful coach, like we teach in QCA how to coach energy. If you can coach energy, you can coach energy around breakups. You can coach energy around money. You can coach energy around weight loss. You can coach energy around business, relationships, manifestation, like all of that. So that's pretty cool. This is a big one. Myth number 5 is a big one. And this was kind of part of the conversation I had at that restaurant. And that is that your life has to be perfect before you can coach others. This is huge, right? This is not the case. Okay? And there's a GIF on here on this article that is, I can't think of his name right now, but he's the painter. Oh my gosh, like that painter that has the black screen behind him and he's painting and he has this afro. Oh, I cannot think of his name. But it says we don't make mistakes, we just have happy accidents. It's cute. Here's the thing. Your life does not have to be perfect to coach others. And here's the truth. Coaches are humans like everyone else and perfectly imperfect like everyone else. So keep that in mind, because perfection is a myth too. And you don't have to be perfect to help someone transform their life. Imagine a time when you talked to your best friend through a breakup. Was your advice any less solid because you spilled coffee on yourself that morning? No. Was your advice any less solid because you didn't follow your own advice in your last breakup? No. You listened and you cared deeply to what she was saying or what he was saying or what they were saying. And that's the heart of coaching. Being an effective coach means being a skilled listener who's trained to guide others to reach their goals and their highest self. That's really what it is. And there's such a myth around that. And people who want to go into this industry immediately block themselves because they're like, I'm not there yet. They're like, I haven't achieved the financial goals that I wanted to become a money coach. That's not what money coaching is about. As long as you're doing the work, you're doing the work. If you're doing the work and you're walking the talk, you could be a coach. Okay. Myth number 6. You're too young and you don't have enough life experience to help people. I love this one because one of my first clients was about 70 years old. And it was really interesting because I definitely did not have the life experience that this woman had, right? But why are we talking just about life experience in this lifetime? Because we've been here a few times. I've definitely been here a few times. I don't know about you, but I definitely have. And so here's the truth here on number 6. Being a skilled coach has nothing to do with age or life experience. So if you're waiting to reach a certain age to build up a certain level of life experience in order to qualify, you're holding yourself back from your dream career. Your time is now. And the people that you're going to help, they can't wait. They can't wait that long. And if you need more evidence, I want you to remember that some of the most successful billionaires in the world started their companies while they were in college. Mark Zuckerberg. What the hell's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, right? Facebook. Steve Jobs was really young. Freaking Kylie Jenner, okay? Need I say more? And here's the thing. Sometimes when you have too much life experience, you have so many beliefs that are blocking you from seeing what's real. So maybe not having all that conditioning is actually a good thing, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this because I had so much fun writing this article. So honored to be featured in Buzzfeed, to be able to write this. And now that I've debunked the myths out there, I hope that you feel even more confident and excited, because becoming a life coach, stepping fully into your calling, and helping someone have that aha moment they've been waiting for is like the most fulfilling thing in the world. And I know I talk about that all the time. And as a life coach, you will be able to facilitate complete life transformations with your clients. And it's such a beautiful experience. You'll use your gifts to open doors for others and guide people from where they are to where they want to be. What could be better than that? I always say that. What could be better than this? This is so fun. You're going to change lives, and you'll do it one life coaching session at a time. And there's so many people on this planet that need to be helped. This industry is really just getting started. So I hope that if you had some fears about becoming a coach, these debunk some of them. I know for me, when I first started, I was like, who am I, right? Like, who am I to do this work? Who am I? I kept asking myself that over and over again. Who am I? Who am I to do this? Who am I to speak this message? Who even cares what I have to say? Who wants to listen to me? All those things needed to come out. All those things needed to be released. All those things needed to be let go of. And I find just working with so many new coaches and people stepping into it is that that's very common. It's like that ultimate imposter syndrome of like, who the fuck am I to do this? I'm an imposter. But it's funny because like you're exactly the medicine for someone. Your energy is the medicine for someone. Your abilities, your skill set, your craft is the medicine for someone. And the longer I took to get out of my own way, the more I was like so over my shit. I was like, I'm so done with like holding myself back and being so afraid to share my voice or to put myself out there or to express myself out into the world for fear of judgment or for fear of people thinking, who am I? Who is she? Who is she? Because the reality is there's just so many more people to help, and we got to do it together. We got to do it together. We've got to do it together. So that's my message today. And here's just a reminder that the waitlist is open for the Quantum Coaching Academy. So if you've been on the fence, you've been thinking about hopping into the program, I want to encourage you to get on the waitlist, because that is the only way to save $1,000 off of your tuition. It's the only way to get access to early business mastermind calls that are live every single month. The sooner you join, the sooner you have access to starting those calls and really getting support around your business. We don't want you to have to choose between a business coach and a certification program, which is why we offer both. So every month we have a business coaching mastermind session, and they're really impactful and really helpful in getting the clarity that you need to start your business. And then it goes hand in hand with everything we do inside the program. So if you are on the wait list, you have an opportunity to save $1,000. If you pay in full, you'll have the opportunity to save $1,500. And this is just for a limited time. So the link is in the show notes to get on the wait list, and then you will be emailed when the wait list is open and closed and all that good stuff. So get on that. I can't wait. I'm here if you have any questions. You could always DM me on Instagram at thequantum.coach. I hope that you have the best day ever. Thanks for listening to the Buzzfeed article. We'll also link that in the show notes in case you want to read it or send it to a friend. And until next time, I'll talk to you then. Bye. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at ManifestWithAsh. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get them.